When Sophie Cunningham signed with the Indiana Fever, you could feel the excitement in the air. It was as if the entire state of Indiana was buzzing with anticipation. Fans had been waiting for a moment like this, a moment that promised to bring new energy and hope to their beloved team. Cunningham's arrival wasn't just a new chapter for the Fever, it was a new beginning for everyone involved, radiating from her. This wasn't just another contract, this was different. This was a statement, a declaration that the Indiana Fever were ready to rise again. Sophie Cunningham brought with her not just talent, but a sense of purpose and determination that was palpable. She was here to make a difference, to be a catalyst for change. This was a homecoming. Though born in Missouri, Cunningham has deep ties to the Midwest. She grew up playing in the heartland, understanding the grit and grind that comes with Midwest basketball. The values of hard work, perseverance, and community were ingrained in her from a young age. Returning to the Midwest felt like coming full circle, a chance to give back to the region that had shaped her. The energy of Indiana basketball, the passionate fans, it all resonated with her. She felt an immediate connection with the Fever faithful, a bond that went beyond the court. These were her people, and she was their player. The mutual respect and admiration were evident from the moment she stepped onto the court. She knew she could be a difference maker, and she couldn't wait to get started. The practices were intense, the games even more so, but Cunningham thrived under pressure. She relished the challenge, knowing that every drill, every play, was a step towards something greater. Her teammates fed off her energy, and together, they began to build a chemistry that was undeniable. Cunningham saw a team with potential, a team on the cusp of greatness. She saw young players eager to learn, veterans ready to lead, and a coaching staff committed to excellence. It was a perfect storm of talent and ambition, and Cunningham was ready to steer the ship. She took on a leadership role, not just by her words, but by her actions on and off the court. She believed in the Fever, and she wanted the world to believe too. At press conferences, she spoke passionately about the team's potential, about the hard work they were putting in, and about the bright future she envisioned. Her words were not just motivational, they were a rallying cry for the entire organization and its fan base. This wasn't about proving doubters wrong, it was about building something special, something lasting. Cunningham wasn't interested in short-term success. She was here to lay the foundation for a dynasty. She wanted to create a culture of winning, where every player, coach, and fan felt like they were part of something bigger than themselves. Cunningham was ready to pour her heart and soul into Indiana. She spent time with fans, understanding their hopes and dreams for the team. She engaged with the community, participating in local events and charity work. Her commitment to the Fever went beyond basketball. It was about making a positive impact in every aspect of her new home. She knew the history of the franchise, the legacy of Tamika Catchings, and she was determined to add her own chapter to the story. Catchings had set the standard for excellence, and Cunningham was ready to follow in her footsteps. She studied game footage, learned from past successes and failures, and prepared herself mentally and physically for the journey ahead. The Fever had found their spark, and it was about to ignite. With Cunningham leading the charge, the team was ready to take on the league and show the world what they were capable of. The future was bright, and the journey had just begun. Indiana Fever fans had every reason to be excited because with Sophie Cunningham, anything was possible. The Indiana Fever had faced their share of struggles. For years, the team had been mired in mediocrity, unable to break through to the upper echelons of the league. Fans watched in frustration as season after season ended in disappointment. The players felt the weight of expectations, knowing that they were capable of more but unable to find the right formula for success. Critics whispered about rebuilding years and questioned the team's direction. Analysts on sports shows debated whether the Fever had what it took to become contenders again. Newspaper headlines were filled with doubt, questioning the decisions made by the front office and the coaching staff. The pressure was mounting, and the future seemed uncertain. But Sophie Cunningham wasn't listening to the noise. She saw the talent, the work ethic, and most importantly, the belief growing within the team. Cunningham, a player known for her tenacity and leadership, recognized that the Fever had the potential to turn things around. She believed in her teammates and knew that with the right mindset, they could overcome any obstacle. Cunningham didn't shy away from the challenge. She embraced it. She knew that action spoke louder than words, and she was ready to let her game do the talking. On the court, she played with a relentless energy, diving for loose balls, making clutch shots, and defending with intensity. Off the court, she was a vocal leader, encouraging her teammates and fostering a sense of unity. Every hustle play, every clutch shot, every defensive stand was a statement. Cunningham's efforts were a testament to her commitment to the team and her desire to win. She led by example, showing her teammates that with hard work and determination, they could achieve greatness. Her passion was infectious, and it inspired everyone around her to elevate their game. The Fever were not here to participate. They were here to compete. The team adopted a new mindset, one that focused on resilience and perseverance. They were determined to prove that they belonged among the league's elite. Each game was an opportunity to showcase their growth and to demonstrate that they were a force to be reckoned with. With Cunningham leading the charge, they were determined to silence the doubters and prove they were a force to be reckoned with. Her leadership was instrumental in changing the culture of the team. The players rallied around her, and together they forged a new identity. They played with a chip on their shoulder, eager to show the world what they were capable of. This was a new era for Indiana basketball, and Cunningham was at the forefront of the revolution. The Fever were no longer content with being an afterthought. They were ready to make their mark. With each victory, they gained confidence and momentum. The fans, once disheartened, began to believe again. The energy in the arena was electric, and the future looked bright for the Indiana Fever. Joining the Indiana Fever was more than just a change of scenery for Sophie Cunningham. It was a chance to write a new chapter in her basketball story. For Sophie, basketball has always been more than just a game. It's a passion, a calling, and a way of life. From her early days on the court, she dreamed of moments like this, where she could make a significant impact and lead a team to glory. She meticulously planned her journey, setting goals and working tirelessly to achieve them. Her move to Indiana was a strategic decision, one that she believed would bring her closer to her ultimate dream. The Fever, with their rich history and passionate fan base, represented the perfect opportunity for Sophie to showcase her skills and leadership. She arrived in Indiana with a hunger to win, a burning desire to hoist the WNBA championship trophy. Every practice session, every game, and every moment on the court was a step towards that goal. Sophie knew that success wouldn't come easy, but she was prepared to put in the work. Her dedication was evident in her rigorous training regimen, her focus on improving every aspect of her game, and her unwavering commitment to her team. Cunningham had tasted success before, but this felt different. This was a new challenge, a new environment, and a new set of expectations. She embraced the pressure, knowing that it would only make her stronger. The victories she celebrated with her teammates were not just wins on the scoreboard. They were milestones in her journey towards greatness. This was her team, her opportunity to build a legacy. Sophie took on the role of a leader, both on and off the court. She inspired her teammates with her work ethic, her determination, and her unwavering belief in their collective potential. In team huddles, she spoke with conviction, motivating her teammates to push beyond their limits and strive for excellence. She saw the potential in the young core, the eagerness to learn, and the shared ambition to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Sophie recognized that the future of the team depended on nurturing this young talent, and she took it upon herself to mentor and guide them. She spent countless hours working with the younger players, sharing her knowledge and experience, and helping them develop their skills. Cunningham embraced the role of veteran leader, guiding by example and pushing her teammates to be their best. She led with a combination of toughness and compassion, understanding that each player had their own unique strengths and challenges. Her leadership extended beyond the court as she fostered a sense of camaraderie and unity within the team. The goal was clear, a championship. Every game was a step towards that ultimate prize, and Sophie made sure that her teammates never lost sight of that objective. She reminded them that every practice, every drill, and every play was an opportunity to get closer to their dream. The team rallied around this shared vision, driven by a collective desire to achieve greatness. Anything less would be a disappointment. Sophie knew that the road to a championship would be filled with challenges and setbacks, but she was determined to overcome them. She faced each obstacle with resilience and determination, never allowing herself or her teammates to be discouraged by temporary failures. Her unwavering belief in their ability to succeed kept the team focused and motivated. Cunningham's arrival brought a renewed sense of purpose and belief to the Indiana Fever. Her presence on the team was a catalyst for change, inspiring her teammates to elevate their game and strive for excellence. The fans, too, felt the impact of her arrival, as they rallied behind the team with renewed enthusiasm and hope. They were no longer content with simply competing. They were determined to dominate. With Sophie Cunningham leading the charge, the Indiana Fever set their sights on the championship, ready to take on any challenge that came their way. The journey was far from over, but with their eyes on the prize and their hearts full of determination, they were ready to make their championship dreams a reality. Indiana Fever's head coach had a clear vision for the team's offense: fast-paced, high-octane, and relentless. Sophie Cunningham fit that mold perfectly. Her ability to run the floor, attack in transition, and knock down shots from anywhere on the court made her a nightmare for opposing defenses. Cunningham wasn't just a scorer. She was a facilitator, a willing passer who could create open shots for her teammates. Her basketball IQ and understanding of spacing allowed her to thrive in Indiana's free-flowing system. Defenses couldn't focus solely on stopping Cunningham because it would leave other Fever players open. Her presence on the court opened up driving lanes for her teammates and created opportunities for easy baskets. Cunningham's arrival injected Indiana's offense with a much-needed dose of speed and scoring punch.